Hello, it's a Let's Play of Starfield. In this episode I would like to finish this Ryujin chain of missions. Now I have to travel here. Let's see what situation here. Alright, it's all fine. Here it's all fine, could sell something. Let's put what's not needed here and sell things. Okay. No. No sell. I think let's go to Trade Authority. And I was thinking I will finish this faction missions and just will go for main story.
Think about it's cliche.
And most likely
be my
finish
guest.
game. Okay, no. No. Oh. I forgot to put down this in lodge. That's fine.
You need anything else? You know where to find us.
No, here. I'll just leave it on ship while I remember. Store. And I need to remind myself what I have to do
Landing
there.
commencing.
Enter. Key in the... Oh, I remember. It's those minerals or metal. Whatever. I don't see any hostility so far. Okay, there is. For now, I not really understand where I have to go. I will not take it.
What's that? Commencing search. Engaging hostile. Engage.
I'm still looting grenades, I don't know why. Ornate starter. It's a habit. It's all habit. Okay, that's glass.
Potential threat. Show yourself.
And what do I need these things, right? How much I need, I can forget. Shipment. sometimes sounds from outside. Busy morning. A little bit shooting finally in this otherwise non-violent chain of missions.
I got her. On me. I lost contact.
It's hard to see anyone. There is way too much ammo in this game. I cannot imagine amount of ammo on lower difficulties. Minor skilled. I will not go there. Rot seed. Maybe I don't need it. I don't care. Maybe it's rare, maybe it's not. I just don't care anymore.
Stand down.
Because I will not craft anything anyway. So why would I care? I wasted way too much time on picking things, checking things I never used. Because in such games you never know, it feels like I may need it. Who knows? And then turns out it's a total waste of time.
Scan the area.
Now, let's think for a moment. Critical damage, that's very strong thing. Armor penetration. It could be even stronger. What's going on here? I will not do this. It's just a requirement for this is total bullshit. It's too many. Here, I think that's for now. That's most impactful. Eagle not too heavy. It's 75. Not threatened anymore by now. Alright, I will take it. Let's see that contract. Notes here. It's here, right? Now what is main chest? unique. It's such an instinct to take all that loot. Okay, where now? I want to sell. Let's try Mars. Its first game of Bethesda. I do not remember a single tune, melody, and not because I am for all these proprietary reasons play without music, but even if when I played myself before for some, I don't know, maybe 40 hours, I cannot even how you say this, whistle it, or even in mind remember what was tuned.
Hey, friendo, take a look.
I can in my mind sounds tunes from Morrowind to this day, dun dun dun, these, and from Oblivion, absolutely these intro, right when you start the game, this lifting that hymn time type song, and Skyrim, it's and from Fallout there are way less, but still, and here's absolutely nothing. I have no idea. It's like it's not there even. So let's sell. Let's sort by value.
See you later, friendo.
Hey, you looking for any? Cool. That's what we do.
There are in Elite Dangerous when you explore on that vehicle planets. After some time there appears this like ambient music, and that is so impactful sometimes because it's so
See you
rare
around.
and it's so on point. It's very good there. And I'm thinking maybe they didn't want maybe they didn't they had same objective in music, but it not worked at all. For me at least, for sure. I have no idea what music is. I just don't remember anything. Yeah, I start repeat myself, but it's important actually. All this majestic music from Baldur's Gate 3, for example, and those battles, boss battle music. Okay, here 3, 4.
Anything I can help you with?
Dealing in art is
And there are good ideas. Ideas are fine with
Hope you're finding everything.
even
Oh,
with
please,
this
take a look.
Ryujin, whatever it's called, faction. It's on paper. There is no problem with idea behind all this corporation. How to say it? Infights between those higher rank.
Thanks for coming in.
Higher rank employees, but that damn execution, it's so I don't know. I played only one time. I know exactly what you have to do to make it interesting. Let me find these evidences on my own. You can give hints, alright? That's fine. But there is zero investigation for me. What's the point? I just go somewhere, click something, go back.
I helped its acquaintance. Okay, then.
No, can't say I'll have what you need.
It's not hard to raise interest. But I don't know what they are doing in our days. They really think people are that stupid. We will not find objectives in games on our own. Just make them somewhat logical. Don't tell me exactly who to speak, for example. Let me think who target with whom I should speak about some topic could be.
Thank you.
And then fill that person with the teeny content and clues. It's not hard.
Welcome to Sun.
But
Let's
apparently
keep this just between.
someone somewhere is so afraid that player will be so dumb. He will be unable to do anything. It's just, and because I do not believe people who are hired, even if that's DAI, are that low level. It's possible, of course, are that low level writers. Because I don't know. It's like really janitors make at least some dialogues. And in Ryujin texts, some texts are not bad as a fillers. But imagine, do you really have to 10, 15, 20 times remind player how secrecy is important so many times? You told me that. I got it. Alright. Shut up. Also, it's a wrong approach when some missions are just forced on you. You cannot even exit dialogue before game not forced you to accept missions. It's not good way. No, no, no. Maybe I do not want any mission. I just don't want. You want, I don't.
Please, if you experience any issues...
Yeah, and that's shame why I'm upset.
I hope
Because this faction could be very good. With this investigation, with treachery, with betray. But there is apparently this fear that all has to be delivered right away.
You're always welcome back.
No effort. You just run around, click something and go back. Run around. Imagine it's 6 or 7 missions. My agency is 0. 0. I just need to crouch, press something already pointed and go back. Receive next mission, go somewhere, go in crouch mode, click on something, go back. It's not a mission. I did nothing, not a thing. I just clicked on something without any thinking. Maybe there could be several workstations. Computers, I mean, several terminals,
100%.
and I have to read through to find one information bit I need, and I need find it. You can me give clues what exactly I'm looking for. So there are those terminals around building, and those terminals I have access secretly. Beautiful. So I go through building looking for information. I, for example, watch what room, how you say this in English, what division, in what division where I could find information, in what division. For example, it's engineering, or maybe it's security, maybe it's some kind of hiring personnel division. So I go through floors and I try to find information on several stations, several those workstations, and find it. I did work. It's interesting. I did some research. I feel I am personally involved in finding this information. Imagine how easy it is. I'm making quests on the fly. And I never believe it's hard to implement. What hard is there? If just not outright refusal to give player any actual agency.
Star systems orbiting in my head.
And if I fail, for example, gain this information, there is another branch. Then I have to, I don't know what. Whatever.
You've tipped my...
People are not as stupid as they think and not as lazy as they think. Because, for example, as in this faction, people who will eagerly do faction what is heavily tied to secrecy, these players will look for this kind of gameplay. If they don't like such faction, they will skip it and will go straight for shooting. Beautiful. And this faction is not like that. Here you investigate. Let people do that. Wait, where am I? People played Daggerfall and Morrowind games of same developer in theory, because people are long gone. And that's a huge problem, I think. But people in Morrowind, I remember myself, we had, where I live country, there was no internet. Even then. It was here, of course, but for me it was so expensive, it's just, it wasn't really an option at that time. Very soon it became an option. So every quest, everything, nearly everything, you have to find out on yourself. And I finished everything.
Right.
It's like bragging, but actually
Your ship is
there are no
Yes.
markers, alright? So you walk around those lands and try to figure out what's going on. And fine, that's great. For example, I know people complain in this game, for example, shipbuilding is not very much explained, or at all even. I like that actually. I had to do something to figure out. For me it's like food for head. What parts work, what parts not work. You give, we call in my language, constructor, and you give this in former Soviet Union to children. It's one of best toys, and this is it's like a game, and there are many parts. It's like Lego game, just these are metal parts. These are dozens and dozens of various screws, wires, and then you create like in Lego, but it's not like that. It's with electricity, with batteries, and you are, I don't know, 6-year-old, and you create your own train, for example. And the train is with flashing lights, that kind of thing, and people loved it. I mean children. It was very precious, actually, quite expensive. So what do I have to do here?
Hey, what can I do for you?
For example, I
No
should
matter how much we learn, we're only just barely
talk,
staying ahead of the curve.
but I don't have to.
Welcome to the clinic. I'm Dr. Darvish, Chief
All
of
right.
Medicine. Is there something I can do for you?
Okay, maybe I can talk here right away about
I thought perhaps the name gave it away. This is one of the preeminent medical care centers in the Settle systems. We take our work very seriously. Are you? Because I don't have any appointments scheduled. We have a particular focus on astrovirology here. So the patients we take on tend to have unusual cases that require long-term care, and sometimes require unorthodox or experimental treatments. We have an excellent track record that speaks for itself, but it doesn't leave room for much else. Whatever business you may be here for, I trust that you will conduct it quickly, and do so without interfering.
Oh, I believe it's side quest.
There are hundreds, if not thousands, of new worlds that humanity has set foot on. Any one of those worlds could be inhabited by all manner of pathogens. Things we've never seen and have no idea how to... Someone has to try and stay ahead of what could be a very deadly curve. Here at the clinic, we do our best. And none of us are in this for the credits. Either of those is reason... Would you now? Well, I suppose we could always use additional... The more data we have about what... I suppose we could consider... Analgesics can offer some novel pathways in helping us manage our patients' pain. More examples from the worlds around us would be helpful.
Alright. That's
All right,
fetch
then.
quest, fine. Let's go then.
This area's off limits. Authorized personnel only. Yeah, I bet you do. You may think so. I'm glad you understand the position I'm in here. I'm still willing to talk. I'd like to think so. Yeah, I hope so. I'm still willing to talk. Fine, I'll issue you an access card. Infinity better get it together.
Not today. You can't be okay with this, though, right? You took an oath, and I'd say this is a firm violation.
Look, we got that shipment. Although who knows what Faye expects me to do with it. But maybe approvals really are on the way. Now please, get back to Kai. Make sure his vitals are stable. I don't want to lose him. We'll figure this out. I promise.
Fine. But if we lose Kai, that's it. I'm going to SSNN. I don't give a shit about my career anymore.
You and me both.
Okay, they are green.
I'm not ruining my career over this. Excuse me, but this is a restricted area. You need to leave. Your timing could be better. A little warning next time? I'll just take a moment to check up on my patient.
Who would allow such things on themselves? Maybe it's not allowed. Voluntarily, I mean. Accepting risks. Why would you do this to yourself? Why would you accept risks?
See any heat leeches? You've got a...
Yeah, that's about that agency.
Alright, you're good. Welcome to Neon.
Don't cause any trouble. Hey there. Good to see you again.
If you have the Rothesite, speak to Veena first.
Is that my beautiful shipment? You were right about this one, Masako. Looks like it. This should be more than enough. Now, I shall excuse myself and get to work on finalizing this prototype.
So, what did you learn about CM Station RC-1? Lucas must be desperate if he hired them to collect the Rothesite. Were there any survivors? With Ecliptic involved, the odds are slim. I'll send out another team to investigate. We need to make sure anyone who does survive is well taken care of. Now, I also had a report that you were spotted at the clinic. I take it you traced the shipment there? Dr. Lane. I believe Veena is familiar with his work, specializing in neurosurgery. Were you able to determine what he was doing at the clinic? Human trials? Without even completing his product? Ugh, Lucas must be insane. I'll make sure Yuko's team extracts every bit of information they can from the clinic's database on this. Between hiring Ecliptic and unauthorized human trials, we have enough to take Lucas down for good. And with the Rothesite secure, it's almost time for us to make our move. Head up to the executive floor and speak to Dalton. He has an update for you on the mole's identity. I've called a meeting, and I expect you to attend. It's time to put the final plan in motion.
Alright, medpacks. CQBX. Never used. And I don't know what you think about markers, but in my opinion it should be like that. I get familiar with who works here, and if I am to speak with that person, Dalton, she should say, go speak to Dalton, that's it. No markers, nothing. But log should be very clear. As clear as possible. If need hints, give hints, and so on. But for my taste, she says go to Dalton. I know already who he is and where he should be. And even he is not here, he could be somewhere around or...
Good. You're right on time. I re-evaluated all the evidence. It took every resource I had, but the final answer is clear. Ularu is the mole.
And one thing why I think it's important, and game developers totally lost on it. Player cannot pay any attention to what it is said to him. For example, I have very little reasons to properly listen what NPC is saying to me. It's like all before those missions. Because also here is thing, they say so much water. There is really no point for me to even pay more than minimal attention. I have a little bit clue what's going on, but because their word salad is like that Kamala Harris level, sane person stop to listen to not become insane after some time. And it's like vicious cycle. Players, developers know players will not read or listen anyway, so they minimize player involvement. They make markers, and players know that listening is pointless, right? So both sides, how to say that, lose reason to do their part. Players do not have to pay attention. It's even pointless to pay proper attention to text, to these computer files, because they are pointless. Absolutely pointless. You don't need them. You're just wasting your time. On the other hand, developers have also no reason anymore to do anything properly. Even if this is an entertainment, gaming is very participant involved entertainment. It's not just movie you watch. You are actually most important part of what is going on, because without you that world doesn't exist even.
You were saying? In due time. I'll be reaching out, but right now we need her to remain in hiding.
For example, in Morrowind, I was very invested in story. I was very eager to know what will happen, and due to time, I was not. For me, was not internet accessible. I had no idea what's going on, what will happen. So no spoilers. And that alone forced me with good story, wishing to find out what will happen. Speak to those those Talwani guild members, to those slaves around, and slowly you figure out what's going on in this world, and you become mentally invested.
Yes, you made the right call. I've briefed Masako and discussed her plans on handling this. While we both agree Ularu is guilty, we need irrefutable evidence before presenting this to the board. For now, we lead everyone to believe that Imogene was the mole, and the situation was dealt with. Good. Keeping Ularu in the dark is the key to taking her down. Masako has tasked Ularu with writing the program to bring down Infinity Ltd. We believe she'll take the chance to incriminate Masako within the program, so this could provide the evidence we're looking for. You will be tasked with the assignment to infiltrate Infinity, so before you go, I want you to bring that program to me. I can't imagine a more satisfying ending. Now, let's attend a meeting. We called you all together to discuss a recent security breach. We discovered a mole within the company who leaked vital information about Project Dominion to Infinity Ltd.
You've got to be kidding me.
Just don't tell me it's Veena. I think we've all noticed she's not here.
Before you speculate any further, no, it's not Veena. The guilty party is Imogene Salzo, much to my disappointment. Our operative here obtained the evidence to confirm it.
Dalton, how does something like this happen?
Imogene is highly trained. Ularu can even speak to that. We demand the best. So that's the threat we deal with.
I may have well-trained operatives, but security is your responsibility, Dalton. This is a huge failing on your part.
I accept the responsibility, but let's not forget. The mole has already been exposed and dealt with.
Of course, thanks to another of my operatives.
And why make me sit? I cannot even see that NPC.
Watch me.
Imogene's been dealt with, so bickering is pointless. All I care about is reacquiring our property and what this might be costing us financially.
Veena is completing the internal neuroamp prototype as we speak. Our operative will receive the implant, infiltrate Infinity Ltd, and obtain any and all research. I have it on good authority. The experimentations they've done to replicate the missing pieces of our work have resulted in fatalities.
These guys and gals are owners, shareholders, because he, for example, says our property. If he just works here, even is high employee, it's not for him ours. So I do not psychologically understand involvement really. If it's shareholder with many shares, that's one thing. I don't know, maybe.
Botched human trials and murder for hire? You don't bounce back from that. At least not with Infinity's legal team.
If I may make a suggestion, we should give this evidence to David at SSNN. It's the best neutral method of releasing this information to the general public.
That'd make my job easier.
David it is, then.
Misako, the internal neuroamp is ready if you want to send down the candidate.
I hope you're ready for this.
I will not allow. I don't want this, but I want to see what will happen. Otherwise, if there would be a choice, leave this somehow, I would use that.
You always have a choice. You just have to decide which set of consequences you prefer to live with.
No. It seems
Veena
I
will
don't
be waiting
have,
for you in the
if I want to
neuroamp
continue
division
questline.
Once you're done, meet me in my office. Be ready to discuss the details of your next assignment.
At least so far it seems so. Maybe I skip something, maybe I not notice something, that's possible.
Are you sure you're okay?
Double check those measurements are right.
This unit is not suited for addressing.
Ah, here's my lucky candidate. I hope you're ready to embark on one amazing journey. Hey, we may not like the options, but we all have choices. Now, just
Why
a few
they
details
repeat
before we
that?
begin. Obviously, we'll be putting you under. I'll be making a small incision in the back of your skull where the internal neuroamp will be fitted.
Did I not just say I quadruple-checked the number?
No
You know I'm just
chance
giving you a hard time.
in life I
Besides,
would
I've
ever
gotta make sure
allow
my
that
patient is reassured.
in reality. I am satisfied with the abilities God gave me, and I don't need these things.
There's little to no risk, assuming your brain is typical and you don't have any adverse reaction to the anesthesia. First sign of trouble, we back out and start evaluating other candidates. You're gonna be fine. All I'm saying is that you're in good hands. Now, just lie down on the table once you're ready, and we should be good to go.
In Cyberpunk I wanted not to get any implant, but turned out
right,
it was impossible.
Let's get this party started.
You have to, period. It's a mandatory mission. in the very beginning.
Well, well, look who's finally up. The operation was a success, obviously. Once you're able to refocus, let me know how you're doing. So, how are you feeling? You look good? Huge success. No surprises, no signs of rejection. You were the... Now, we just keep our fingers crossed and hope no unknown side effects come creeping. That's exactly what we want. Just a couple quick notes before using the internal neuroamp. First, you can only influence one person at a time. And second, the effect is temporary, so be prepared if you use it in a combat situation. Great. Now let's test this sucker out. DeMarcus has graciously volunteered for science, he says.
Yeah,
That's the spirit.
Let's
DeMarcus
just do
loves
it.
being hands-on and experiencing things on his own. Just head up the stairs nearby to the observation.
And what I have to do? Oh, alright. So I have to target. Okay. And how? That clicking does nothing so far. Okay, he took card, right? Or it failed and activate? Oh, it's like that, alright. Now what?
Oh my god, that was incredible. What was it like?
Wow. How to describe it? 1 minute I was excited about seeing how the experiment would go. The next, I had a brief moment of disorientation and figured I must have lost my train of thought. It felt eerily natural.
And yes, I admit it, just as you predicted.
I knew it, I knew it, I knew it! I can hardly wait to finish writing up my latest dissertation. And you owe me 100 creds.
I'll be keeping myself under constant surveillance now. I'm curious if any other side effects may manifest.
So, tell me all about it. How did it feel? Any side effects? Yes. Good. Hear that, DeMarcus? That's 2 for 2.
I heard. It really was fascinating how all I experienced was a moment of disorient. It's truly remarkable tech. When it comes to your job, besides, if a subject's morals or beliefs in something are strong enough, we still see points of failure. That being said, it's been interesting to discover the actions of...
Okay. As much as I'd love to go over the details and potential of this amazing piece of technology, it sounds like you have an assignment to complete. And DeMarcus and I have a lot of notes to record.
I'm on my 12th iteration of the system.
Don't wander into any restricted areas.
You're here. I wasn't sure how accurate Veena's promise of no downtime was going to be.
Let's just hope her promise of no brain
No, she is not as good as I was thinking.
Now that you've been outfitted with the internal neuroamp, it's time to put that tech to
That's
work. We're
half
sending you
makeup
into
job.
Infinity Ltd. Lucas Drexler is about to learn exactly
In our
why
days,
you don't steal from Ryujin
it may be
Industries.
self-deceptive.
All right. Yuko has provided a layout of Infinity Ltd. You have 2 options for this assignment. We'll be providing you with the means for both. Option A, you gain entry through their maintenance access on the roof. Option B, we give you an assigned identity and arrange a meeting for you. As long as you're prepared when the time comes. Now, depending on your preference, you'll either find yourself in the maintenance hallway or the marketing department. From there, you have 3 targets. First, you have Lucas Drexler's computer, located in his office on the executive floor. Second is Faye Sengsavan's computer, in research and development. And third, you need to obtain the prototype they are working on, also in R&D.
As you can see, you've several floors to traverse. So I hope you're prepared for an adventure.
Nothing a good operative can't manage. Now, I had Ularu create a program that you need to run on both Lucas and Faye's computers. I'll let her explain the details.
You see, once we expose Infinity Ltd., all of their data is going to come under intense scrutiny. We only want the public to know about their mercenary hires and unauthorized human trials, but Project Dominion needs to remain confidential. I've created an overseer program that will gather all the evidence we need, and at the same time delete anything relating to Ryujin and the internal neuroamp. Please do. I hate to think we're putting our faith in the wrong operative. No, we don't want to mess on this one. A body count will only distract from what we're trying to accomplish here. Simon Ryujin provided some useful info on how to evacuate civilians from the building. I'm sure you remember him from Sidonia. Infinity's maintenance crew is understaffed. It's only a matter of time before pressure gauges go unchecked and they have a massive issue on their hands. Once that pressure becomes too much, every floor in the building is going to suffer from Simon was able to get a passcode for you to access their system's computer, so you can force the heating system. I'd highly advise you use it. This assignment isn't the time to test your abilities. The only thing you're out there to prove is that you can get this job done. We're also issuing you an operative suit. It should help reduce their ability to detect you. These suits are typically reserved for the senior ranks, but we want to reduce as much risk as possible. And that's what we're hoping for. If you can pull this off...
Once you've run the Overseer program and obtained the prototype, your final step is to deliver the slate to David Barron at the SSNN field office. If he asks questions, feel free to give him just enough information to pique his interest, but no mention of Ryujin or who you are. SSNN is used to anonymous tips. They'll do whatever verifications they deem necessary on their own to confirm the story. Good. I guarantee the moment he scratches the surface on that story, you'll have a broadcast sent to every system. So, any final questions before you go? Good luck, and be sure to report directly back to me when you return.
Here's Simon's passcode, your operative suit, the Overseer program, and your cover identity. Your cover ID card is encoded with roof entry and elevator access, so that's your ticket in, either way. Don't screw this up. Skylar Lumen?
Let's see these items. And it's here, yeah. And then what? Oh, harder to detect. Wow. And this is without any effect. Okay. Dalton, it was lower floor.
My company's future may be
Do you have the program? With pleasure. So, let's take a look. Aha. The decryption's hit a snag. There's definitely something here. This is exactly what we needed. According to this code, Ularu intended to plant false evidence that would show Masako was working with Lucas. The moment you launched the Overseer program, a series of fabricated communication files would have been uploaded to the Infinity Ltd network. One of them even frames Masako for encouraging Lucas to push for early human trials. I'm going to copy the necessary files off this slate and issue you a new one. I want to keep this one intact, so Ularu can't dispute it. All right. Now, we finally have the evidence we need to prove Ularu's guilt. Yes. And had you not brought this program to me in the first place, you would have been the one planting the false evidence. Without that falsified evidence, Ularu is in for a big surprise. I fully expect she'll be eagerly awaiting SSNN's broadcast, anticipating Masako to be accused alongside Lucas Drexler. Here's the new slate with the revised Overseer program. Let's get this assignment finished the right way.
I don't know, it's so complicated for that NPC to hope that plan will work. The more complicated plan, higher chances it will fail. So many steps have to work out.
You keep installing new
Buffs?
The galaxy's too big.
Where is food? I had to have... I think I have plenty here. So here I have more or less right away that manipulation, right? I prefer roof. Okay, where is that? It's not that. Where is that infinity? This one? Or this is some kind of special location? No, it's commercial. So this one? Entrance. Oh, it's this one. Or it's both.
Hello.
Welcome to Infinity Ltd's corporate
Let's see what's
headquarters.
going on here.
Hello.
Did you have an appointment with us today?
Like, staggeringly huge. They need people like you. Even with your grade.
Ah, yes, from Lumen Interactive. The elevator here will take you to the marketing floor. Once you arrive, you'll want to talk to Ellis Ortiz. He's the receptionist there and will be happy to help you.
Okay, while I ate something, or I hydrated twice. Carrot. Let's try, maybe. Maybe this is the right choice because of that manipulation tool.
Desi notified me that you were on your way. If you just have a seat, I can notify Miss Hart that you've arrived. I'll go notify Miss Hart that you're here. Feel free to use any of the facilities on the floor while you wait. The break room and bathrooms are just around the corner.
Yeah, let's take off these things. So and here it's marked. Let's go to marketing.
Hi, how you doing?
On the roof, that's the heating system. Okay, let's go to roof. These optionals usually are very helpful. here is nothing, right? It's all inside. So here I have to manipulate apparently. Let's quick save. What's going on? Why he ran away? If it's timed. Alright, I quick load. I don't know why I have to press, I don't, it's in second.
All non-essential personnel must evacuate the building. Please find the nearest exit and contact emergency services.
Oh, that's why helmet. That's why helmet. And you have to manipulate it too, I guess. Or I have to enter here. I don't know. I will try. Quick save. I don't think I need them. More like a lore, no? Now what? You're still there. How do I get out? I don't know. Do I need even hide here? Seems could be there again quick, so. So that helmet is not really for that. Research development. Restricted. Alright. Research development. But this is one. Okay, it's here. I need drop on floors, alright. It's there. I would like to see a little bit more. is there? I don't know. I need up there. How do I get there? How to get up there? That's not very clear. Jump over there. No, I will reload. And now let's try again. It's stairs. I don't know how this manipulating really works. Maybe it's the wrong way. Maybe I need full suit. Maybe this is why. How do I get there? I don't know go into the gas. I don't want to go into in that gas. Maybe I have to. I don't know. Again, reload. So my guess is it's at first it was the right direction. Most likely. But maybe it's here. Yeah. Most likely it's here. Or no. Where that stair? Maybe here. And what that gives me. Again. What do you give me? Because they do not put these things without reason. Maybe this is how I am supposed to get there without guessing myself to death, but who knows, maybe that's just access here I got back. Yeah. No, most likely it's away here, right away from first objective. back where I was. Because I don't see what is there to manipulate. Maybe it's there. And that gives me what? So he's there, I can go that way. Okay, let's quick save here. Because there is no way I have to suffer these gases all the time. Here is jump most likely, right? Or here. Yeah, it's here. How to jump here? Okay, quick save. It's gas there. And that guard is here. Can I jump right there? No. I don't need down there. Let's try that manipulation. I have no idea what's going on. Alright, so I can call him, say stay. Alright, then it's more clear. Now it's there, right? Okay, quick save again. And it boost back. Can I open it? Or it's drop down? Quick save. Quick save, because I don't know what I'm doing. But I have to do it. Turrets. No manipulation with them. Okay, and what's that? It's a prototype, and here I need. But I ran that program now, or it was. It's two programs, right? Yeah, Lucas Fay. Okay. How do I get in there? It's there, right? Yeah. And how do I get there? Without guessing myself. It's there. Can I jump from there, there? Then manipulate, open the door, get in. I don't know if I need that. It's most likely turret, right? That PC. It's for this one. Okay, and if I go there, how I get back? By that. Let's say I get down there. I'm almost sure it's for turret. Oh, he steps away.
Stand down, nothing here.
So I get down there. How I get back? Okay, for now. For now, I don't know. Okay, seems it's not like it's not as I was guessing. It's here. And do I need to get access from there? Or I can just drop here? For I have no idea. Okay, quick save. It would be so easy if kills wouldn't count. Maybe they don't. I don't remember if they asked. No dice. Okay, that for sure is not what needed. Again. Alright, I will take on chameleons. Oh, it's down. How do I get here? Seriously? Oh. Let's get chest first. I don't know where those doors lead. It's funny how you can't get there. Alright. Whatever. Was it possible without alarm? Can I somehow turn them off? Okay, let's roll. I'm not sure if other turrets also disabled. This is... Okay, it's right behind me. where was even that? Yeah, alright. I just wonder how to get up there again. And why I cannot. I can, okay. By the way, no, it's not yet. Let's take food and drink. I guess I'm done. Can I just teleport out? Apparently no. Now will be funny part, right? Maybe there are these ventilation systems. Okay, what's that? Not sure again how to get out. It's like that. Yeah, that alert screams, and yet no one cares. These silly NPCs are just... not very good at all.
We're close to the action here.
He writes me.
Prime position to report on the big stories that affect. Can I help you?
Mr. Barron's a very busy and important man. But I came all this way. Listen, I might be able to hook you up with some merch. Maybe get you
Well, I'll be the judge of that. What's this so-called story about? All right. I'll take a look. I don't suppose you want to tell me how you got this evidence. Well, you can't blame me for trying. Is there at least a name I can cite as my source? Why am I not surprised? As long as the evidence is adequate and verifiable, I expect it. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Alright, back. A different star system. Let's see if that was of any difference for them. One casualty.
I believe you were specifically told that we did not want a body count on this assignment. Your best is sorely lacking. All the tools at your disposal, and yet here we are. I hope you at least attempted to use the internal neuroamp. And yet not useful enough to avoid a bot. Still, it's good to know the applications are proving themselves. So now it's just a waiting game for SSNN to break the news. Once the story airs, we have another board meeting scheduled to decide how to handle Infinity. Go ahead, Maeve.
The SSNN broadcast has started. Shall I patch it through?
Yes, thank you.
The murders are believed to be linked to a new investigation where Drexler would have been accused of numerous violations, including murder for hire, unauthorized human trials, and corporate theft. Authorities representing the UC and the Freestar Collective have been dispatched to a consolidated mining station and the clinic. Both locations are believed to hold numerous victims. Drexler's motivation appears to be an attempt to launch a new product based off stolen information from a competitor. The details on the project itself and the competitor have yet to be confirmed. This has been David Barron for SSNN.
Perfect. This exposure puts Infinity right where we want them. The meeting will begin momentarily, but I want you to discuss the options we have with the other members. Infinity's net worth is about to hit rock bottom, so this gives us the opportunity to... Quite right. The truth is, we'll be making evaluations. We'll shed any employees who don't make the cut, slowly but surely. By incorporating Infinity, we eliminate a competitor, get their best employees and contracts, and all while... I'm glad we're on the same page. Which is why I'd like you to talk to the board to convince them this is the... There are several who might disagree, and you have the perfect... Yes, that's exactly what it's designed for. The bright side being, they'll never know. Fine. Whether or not you use the internal neuroamp is up to you. But you'll find most of the board members in their offices preparing. Veena is also here, waiting for the meeting. We'll need at least 50% of the vote to go our way. In the event of a tie, I will make the final decision. I trust you'll get it.
Let's start right away.
Did Masako send you to try and convince me to acquire Infinity
Yeah.
Ltd? I think we both know that's not going to work. Our public perception is good enough. If you ask me, reaching out to save Infinity just makes us look weak. The internal neuroamp gives us the power to crush our competitors. This is exactly why Masako's time as CEO... That neuroamp is a breakthrough. It gives us the edge in any situation. Besides, most on the board would agree. So why not use it to seal Infinities? Ryujin Industries isn't a corporation built on harm. The benefits may exist, but the message, as long as everyone has Ryujin's best interests in mind, this should make for an interesting meeting. An issue? That would be a foolish... Dalton and Alexis are the only two against it. You'd never get the rest to shut it down. As long as we have the proper safeguards and rules in place, the benefits... Even if we limit the usage to Ryujin Industries employees alone, the advantages are too numerous to count. Please. Ryujin's best interests are long-term the internal neuroamp Now, if you'll excuse me, I still have a lot of preparations to make.
Expected this outcome right away. I just thinking maybe there will be persuasions.
If only there were more hours in the day. If you need something, make it quick. You heard correct. I've every reason to believe that Infinity Ltd is the Pandora's box of corporations. All right, I could use the entertainment. Tell me why Infinity is a good asset. Definitely a point worth considering. I do pride myself on solid contracts, and this... Huh. Well, what do you know? Talent like yours... Nice to know someone is. Everyone's too busy praising its completion to think about the dangers it could represent. First off, if I find out you used that device on me, I will tie you up in court on whatever charges I can conjure for the... Second, that tech is one major human rights violation that I'll do whatever I can to make sure it's either severely delayed or collects dust. Well, I'm both glad and surprised. Masako is lucky to have you at her disposal, you know? You may be the greatest asset. This exchange has been surprising. Whatever you need, it can... I need to focus. I really need... Whatever you need, it can wait.
Okay.
Ooh, look at that. Your surgical wound's healing like a dream. And how's my favorite patient doing? Reminds me of my undergrad. I mean, I assume you're joking, right? So, Tell me what you think of the I hope you're not actually suggesting that the technology I spent years working on and perfecting never sees the light of day. This is groundbreaking work.
Again, you are scientist. It's like you are some kind of more holy than others. It's just why? No.
Fine, fine. Make your case.
It's like, oh, but you are gay. You should be this and that. So good. You are scientist. You should listen.
You really think? Well, perhaps I... And would I feel responsible? Well, this conversation's made me feel... But you're right. It is. It really... I never stopped to... I guess it'll be up... We just have to hope. So the next question is... I'd like to acquire them, although it won't. Faye may have stepped over a line in her attempt to I'm very curious to see... Exactly. Not that I want to gloat over it. Okay, so DeMarcus and I have... Well, this has certainly been the most interesting conversation of my... All we can do now is look...
Okay, next one. Here.
You operatives really will wear anything. Just the person I wanted. An efficient exchange, then. You've had the chance to encounter members of Infinity Ltd. Do you think they're worth redemption? Saving the jobs of thousands is all true. It's a financial burden. That is a plea more well spent on Genevieve or Alexis. Perhaps I wanted to see if I could be convinced otherwise. It's easy to say, it's the right thing to do. But for me, Infinity Ltd. is a huge... Your disdain is... Next question. What is your opinion? Any insight into what made it successful? Maintaining one's reason in a time of panic speaks volumes. I appreciate the insight. It's only dangerous to those who can't afford one. Hence the added motivation that will bolster sales. It's possible. But with Alexis and Genevieve, this has been rather enlightening for me. I appreciate...
Is Masako checking up on me to make sure I'm on her? In this business, there's always a side. We just need to grab Infinity Ltd. while it's got the public's full attention. I'm all about free PR, especially when it's painting. I'm sure I can squeeze enough goodwill out of this. All right. I suppose you've earned the right. So let's hear it. The possible backlash on tech like this is not, however, the internal neuro. It's not an opportunity you just walk away. Not when you word it like that. But a product that can settle disputes, then you really have something that consumers... Well, it seems your talents really do stretch.
No. Here.
This meeting should prove to be very interesting. I assume Masako briefed you. Good on you. If it were up to me, I'd have shut down Project Dominion along. I knew it was a grave security risk. You read my mind. Plus, if we vote to acquire, the last thing I want to deal with. I imagine we're looking at months of work. Infinite. I only hope that Masako and the others... Now, if you'll excuse me, I have some... We'll be announcing Ularu's termination of employment at this meeting. So...
So, that Masako will get that 3-3 vote to her side, I suspect, right?
All right, everyone. As you all know, we've successfully exposed Infinity Ltd's botched human trials and murder for hire through SSNN. The public is demanding their leadership, namely Lucas Drexler, face trial, and he's probably writing his resignation as we speak. Ryujin will be launching a statement, but I believe now is the perfect time to acquire Infinity Ltd.
The operative is right. Legal ramifications are a certainty, but the benefits far outweigh the disadvantages.
Arguments?
Infinity Ltd. could be the Pandora's box of fight. I simply cannot support an acquisition.
We should be crushing our competition, not rescue. This is a weak decision, Masako, and you know it. In fact, I move that Masako be removed from...
Ularu, this isn't a line you want to cross.
And considering you're the mole, if anyone's going to be removed from power, it's going to be you.
Hold up. Are you saying you lied to us?
Dalton, the last meeting we had, you distinctly said Imogene was the mole, and she'd been dealt with.
Do you even have any proof to back up this outrageous claim?
Of course we do. The malicious code you hid on this slate to upload incriminating evidence against Masako onto Lucas Drexler's computer.
To put it bluntly, Ularu, you're fired. Security will hold you in your office until a proper exit interview can be done.
This isn't right. I should at least have the opportunity to resign.
And allow you to still be marketable to a competitor? I don't think so. This may be news to me, and I will be reviewing the evidence closely. But this isn't something you just get to walk away from.
Security. Escort Miss Chen.
You'll regret this.
I believe the only regret would be trusting.
All right, back to business. All in...
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Good. Alexis, start drawing up. Anyone have anything else they... The internal neuroamp is a key component of Ryujin in... Why would we shelve it after we've finally...
I can't believe I'm saying this, but she's right. Regardless of the pros, the cons are too morally and ethically irresponsible to move forward with.
Agreed. Not to mention this.
Very well. All in...
Aye.
All against?
Nay.
Veena, prep Project Dominion for... Any other matters to bring forth?
Yeah,
None?
take this thing out of
concludes our order of business
my
for today.
character's head.
So much work to do.
You're looking interesting.
Shelving the internal neuroamp. Not the outcome I anticipated. A fine point, but it still proves it's... The truth remains. Lucas Drexler learned a hard lesson, and we exposed... You've proven yourself to be quite the asset here. I suppose it is. Gratitude isn't something you typically hear. I truly appreciate the work you put into exposing Ularu. No operative has ever had to investigate our own. I can imagine it may have been a lot...
Yeah, I'm very good. Let's get the point.
Imogene's instincts. Now, as promised, I have your bonus. I hope you'll find it appropriate for all. And I'm promoting you to senior operative. It's well deserved. As for the details, I think someone back on the...
Without my XP bonus.
Keep out of my way and I'll keep out of yours.
Yeah. Let's get the ship. And then I will finish this. And I think I will go for main mission. Because let's see how much time I did this. It's 2 days. It's more than enough. On Starfield plus time around maybe 30-40 hours I tried to experiment with different things. So I want to shelve it, as they say. Where is that? Speak to Imogen. Okay, let's talk to her. Why women want those short haircuts? It's beyond me. It does not make you look better. Period.
There's always work to be done. Pace yourself.
You've certainly shaken things up around here. I still can't believe Ularu tried to frame me. An obvious misjudgment on my... But now that's all in the past. It's time to get back to your typical... And I'd say it's good to be back if I hadn't returned to a mountain of paperwork. Now, since you were new, you've been dealing with people, but most of our assignments are generated on the mission board. Good. The mission board is generally... With your promotion, you've earned yourself an office, so whenever you're ready, you can find your own personal mission board inside. And the best perk of them all, you're free to make your own hours. Oh, and, congratulations. You certainly will. Go check out the board, and if you have...
Alright. I will end right here, I think. So far... that was long hours. So far it was best, I think, faction, despite its flaws. Game is very, very flawed. But this so far I think is best faction chain. Yeah. I am not sure how, if any, my decisions were impactful. I still don't know if it is possible to fail these missions. Alright, I will end here. Thanks for watching, bye.